This is Andrea Warren in Kansas City. Thank you so much for honoring my new book, Enemy Child. When I started this project several years ago, I knew a little about why and how our government imprisoned 120,000 Japanese Americans during World War II, but I knew next to nothing about why that happened or what that experience was like, particularly for children. And of course, that's my writing audience. I was in Cody, Wyoming, finishing research on my last book, The Boy Who Became Buffalo Bill, when I learned that one of the camps had been just outside Cody and that it had a visitor center. I went out there knowing so little about this experience, but what an eye-opener that was. I knew very quickly into that visit that I needed to write about this topic and that Norman Mineta would be the perfect child to tell my story through. As I learned that day, Norm and his family were incarcerated at that camp known as the Heart Mountain War Relocation Center. Norm grew up to become a distinguished American statesman. He served 20 years in Congress and in 2 presidential cabinets. He had purposely decided to go into politics as a way to represent everybody so that all the underrepresented would have a seat at the table, something that Japanese Americans didn't have during the war, and that was a real problem for them. He ended up helping to spearhead the effort to seek an apology and restitution from the government for its wrong and contemptible and unjust actions against Japanese Americans. I am so fortunate that he agreed to this book project. This is the first time he's given an author access to his personal story, and he did it because I write for young readers, and he feels they're the ones who, above all, need to learn this story. Neither he nor I could have predicted at the time we started working on this that what happened to Japanese Americans would become so relevant to current events happening at our southern border, and along with our ever-tightening restrictions on certain groups of immigrants. Japanese Americans at one point, their ancestors had a very difficult time getting into this country. They were not wanted here at all. They have much to teach us, Japanese Americans do, about tolerance and inclusion if we'll only listen. This award will help to get the word out, and I'm very grateful. And I want to wish all of you good health since I am recording this during our national emergency.